Many flat earthers are doing stupid stuff and dangerous stuff. One of them goes by the name Mikey Smith. So today I go on his YouTube to face him, his actions, and his stupidity.
I'm high on life, baby! Woo!
And as a bonus, we even get 2 fluffers in the price of 1. I promise entertainment and a different perspective, so stay with me. Usually, Mikey will spew nonsense just like the typical flat earther influenced by Eric Dubay.
Antarctica is the highest continent, or not a continent, the highest ground or ice surrounding this earth. You explain to me how you're going down to Antarctica. You do not live on a ball. When you say down to Antarctica or up north, you're talking like a globie.
But what is special about this guy versus the endless stupidity of other flat earthers? Well, there are many things, but the main one standing out is the fact that he likes to take pictures of the stars using the wrong equipment and claiming that he knows best how to do optics to find the dome over the flat earth.
Yeah, you see the picture on the screen, right? What's in between the stars there?
That's your mobile phone trying to gather as much.
Hey, would you shut up for a second? I use binoculars, okay? They focus in on a single spot in the firmament. I don't need to see the entire sky with my telescope, okay, pal?
Mikey is such a smart guy. He is the only one in the whole wide world who thought that you can take a pair of binoculars and you can pair them with your phone to see the actual stars and the dome.
I have been recording the stars as they actually are, okay? I'm not a lying son of a bitch like NASA is. I record shit as it happens through the binoculars. There is no distortion. I don't need to calibrate anything. I know how to work my equipment, okay? This is the firmament, so deal with it. Why are there not stars in further behind these stars? These stars are all connected to the same surface.
And out of all of the stars in the sky, his favorite star is Sirius for some reason. I don't know how he decided that this picture is the star of Sirius or how he replicates it, but he loves it so much that he decided to print it on his car, on his shirt, and even sell it to other people for his unique findings of the universe. And beside that, Mikey loves to engage in flat earth activism, where he actually trolls the people around him. He goes to museums, he goes to parking lots, and he yells the earth is flat. Sometimes he even yells the dinosaurs are not real and stuff like that. But the main thing that he does on his channel is driving and streaming at the same time while he tries to teach people about flat earth. He also gives flyers while driving and reacts to comments.
Yo, I'll just look on my tablet. I'd rather trust my own eyes. Because some of you may have been drinking last night. Oh, I got a crack in my windshield and the sun is reflecting off of it. I'll just watch the live stream on my tablet. That way I can see if it's reversed. Because again, 20 people do not know how to speak English yet.
Or generally moves his camera or does other stuff, which brings me to go to his stream and face with him on those facts.
Yeah, it's expensive. Yeah, well, yeah, I couldn't imagine how expensive it is there.
And really, there is endless debunking content about flat earthers and about him especially, but nobody talks about how dangerous the fact that you take a person that doesn't understand basic physics or responsibility towards other people and goes outside and does stuff in a dangerous way, which impacts all of us. I mean, who wants to drive near him? So I use this information to get on his stream and not directly ask him about flat earth, because if I come with another subject, I diffuse the conversation, and in the middle of the conversation we have another fluffer joining us, so I will have the opportunity to rip on them both and it will be fun. Last piece of information that you need to know before we begin the actual discussion is that Mikey immediately deleted this video out of his channel, and I find it as a great achievement to be one of the few videos that he actually deleted out of 1,000 that he did on his channel.
And you're in the stream now there, buddy.
Yes, I watched some of your streams. I just want to give you, if I can, a friendly tip. Not even about flat earth, not even just from me worrying about you. While you drive, please don't stream yourself. It is illegal and also it is dangerous. You are focused on the phone while you are driving. Please don't do that.
No, I can handle doing that. I'm good. I'm not a low quality driver, if you should say. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Yes, but handling your phone while you drive is illegal. In case you didn't know that.
It's mounted on my dash. I'm not actually physically using it as I'm driving.
Right, but it is still because your focus shifts from the driving. The law says the only thing you're allowed to put on your phone while it's mounted is a map with audio. Even if you play a video, it's illegal and you will get a fine or you will go to jail, which is worse. Just worry about you, dude. Do you see what I'm saying? Flat earthers are inside some delusional bubble where they do what they want and they don't care about anything. Really?
I don't live in Iraq. I'm not going to go to jail for that.
Yes, you will.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you will.
I've been doing it for about 7 years now. So
dude, you can choose. You can choose not to believe me, which is fine. Oh, yeah. I just want you to check it yourself. Because
I know what the laws are here. I know what they are. I'm from this. I'm a Canadian citizen of this country. I know, born and raised.
But do you understand there is no difference doing your activism while you will stream while your car is not moving, at least, right?
Yeah, I get the whole thing, man. I got my professional driver's license. I know all the rules and regulations, yes.
I really tried to convince him, but you can see there is no brain to actually talk and understand how dangerous is the stuff that he is doing behind the wheel. And he doesn't care, which scares me a lot.
So I must have a car.
I
must have a car that doesn't stop itself when it sees something in front of it, then, right?
Dude, this is the only thing I wanted to say. Just feel better when you do the activism and stuff. Be focused on the activism, not the phone.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. I got no problems with that. I'm all good. Hey, do you drink alcohol?
No, not so much.
No. Well, I would highly recommend not doing it ever because it kills your liver and it destroys your liver and your heart. So that's my motivational speech towards you. And if you wear white tennis shoes, you should always wear black ones. And instead of wearing brown t-shirts, you should always wear blue ones. And if you have black hair, you should shave it off and become a baldy, just like me. So that's my vote vote of confidence.
Wow, there was a lots of interesting points.
Oh yeah, well yeah. Hey, I've got like 3 or 4 bosses for my own personal life. Like I'm not allowed to walk a certain way. I'm not allowed to grow my hair a certain way. I'm not allowed to wear a certain way. I'm not allowed to run my channel a certain way. I do the things wrong every 100 times a day. I got people telling me what to do. Hey, delete this channel, delete this stream, delete this video. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? It's very interesting.
Dude, but do you understand? Do you understand? Even when people come with a good view, okay? I didn't attack you. I didn't say you were.
I'm good. Nobody wants to attack me. They're just like telling me what to do.
I also, the thing that I said isn't my invention, and you know it.
Yeah, no, being a drunk alcoholic or drunkie or somebody who does meth or drugs, that's not a fun thing to do, man, because you could kill yourself or somebody else too just by getting drunk or being high on drugs. But people don't want to listen to me about drugs or being high on YouTube or anything like that. So I don't feel the need to, seeing that I have my professional driver's license, I'm kind of have an idea of how vehicles work and how momentum works, how much time a vehicle needs to stop when there's someone in front.
Yes, but people also don't want to see you get hurt on a live stream. You understand?
Yeah, I'm not going to get hurt. I have a Subaru. I'm not going to get hurt.
You have a special flat earth car.
Yes, you betcha, man. It's encased by God. God protects me. I'm good.
Can I ask you, did you ever manage to convince someone using the ads on your car?
Oh, of course. Well, I don't have to convince them. They have to do the research themselves, and then they find out that the earth is flat.
Right, but like, did you feel that someone, after talking to you, went and did it?
People give me the thumbs up all the time. Yep. There's millions and millions of flat earthers out there. Millions. Yep. And there's even thousands of flat earthers that run YouTube channels that are afraid of their own shadow. Just because you're walking down the street or one of your buddies doesn't mention that the earth is flat doesn't mean that he thinks it's a globe. Because even some of your friends probably know it's flat and they just don't want to tell you because you might judge them or call them an
I'm
idiot.
not judging you. I
didn't say you were. I was saying you might judge somebody else because he's your friend. Well, what if one of your friends was gay? Would you judge him for that?
I don't.
Because I have friends who are homophobic and they're afraid of gays or people who are gay.
Let me give you something simpler. You have an anti-vaxxer friend. Will you stop being his friend? Of course not.
No, exactly. Good point. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Why do you need to go to complicated stuff like homosexuals?
It's a part of my life that I have friends that are homophobic. So I have because people who are homophobic freaks me out, bothers me as a person, because nobody should be judging other people due to their sexuality. And there are people like that. And they're very close to me who are judging other people. And I have lots of gay friends too. So does that bother me? No.
Exactly. So I said people have friends that don't fully 100% support all of their opinions. So flat earth or whatever shouldn't stand between you and your friends.
Yeah. So I got a question for you. Why do you have your name as agent? Are you an actual government agent just passing on some helpful information?
No. I like the name agent as the context of influencers, because on YouTube you have people talking about different type of information.
Yes. Yeah.
So I call those people, not myself, information agents. And I like to cover them on my channel.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Well, now that I've confirmed that there's a firmament, maybe you should show that on your channel.
Like, you can check my channel. I try to keep it neutral. I don't usually attack someone unless he deserves to be attacked.
Yeah, sure. No problem. Yeah.
But I do know that like big figures in the debunking world did videos about you that even reached hundreds of thousands of views. And then I
But
saw your channel, and
Mm.
your channel is small. I was surprised.
Yes, yeah, because I'm one of the only honest ones out there doing the work and showing what stuff looks like. They don't want to promote my channel. The
Did you
people,
lose any friends because of the final experiment?
because of, could care less about the final experiment. I didn't lose any friends. I never had, nothing has changed since then. That doesn't mean anything to me.
No, because some left Flat Earth, and we were talking about friends, and that
Yeah, no, those weren't,
Uh,
those aren't my friends. Are you kidding me?
I don't know. I'm asking. I'm just
No. Those people worship the devil. The people who went to Antarctica, they have nothing to do with me whatsoever. And I have nothing to do with them. That is a complete waste of time. It's been 100% fabricated. It is complete nonsense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to
Well,
live in,
I don't know how to know if someone is a devil, so I wouldn't fix you or anything about that.
Yeah. No. Well, they're evil. How about that? We'll just call them evil. They're jerks. They're doorknobs. They're imbeciles.
The beautiful thing about YouTube is you can have your opinion and you can say it freely. So I'm not here to disagree.
Well, for someone who lies every time they open up their mouth and steal money from their subscribers, I would call them an idiot. That's not my opinion. That's a fact. I'm not an asshole. I don't steal money from my subscribers. I don't lie to my subscribers. I don't falsify information to my subscriber. I don't have that kind of time. I'm not that type of a person. I like to be honest and truthful to my subscribers, to everybody I talk to. So why wouldn't you or anybody else do the same thing?
Mikey just made the claim about someone. I don't actually know who, and you will be the judge of that, but I'm more interested to know, what do you think? Is Mikey true misinformation guy and he doesn't know what he is doing, or is a disinformation agent?
Do you have children? Do you lie to your children?
No.
No.
What do you mean?
You have children, or no, you don't.
What do you mean?
Do you lie to
It
them?
depends on the context. You cannot.
Do you celebrate
You-
Christmas?
No.
No? Well, yeah, a lot of us shouldn't anyways. It's just, who cares about Christmas? But it's just the celebration of the sun moving 1 degree in the horizon. So who really
No,
cares?
I'm not from the US, but I celebrate the New Year, like
Yeah.
the first.
Yeah, I'm not from the US either. I wouldn't want to
Yes,
be.
but you're in Canada. You celebrate Christmas, kind of.
Yeah. Well, people do. The sheep do. I don't. But I just entertain the concept of going for dinner and having supper, visiting with people, family. So
But is it like all holidays are kind of made up, like the Love Day and stuff like that? It's all made up for money.
yeah, they're exaggerated. Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah. It's all due to the constellations in the sky and the moon and the sun. That's all we're celebrating, is those things moving and changing.
I'm sorry, Mikey, not all holidays are about the shape of the earth. No, some people celebrate their history and culture as a country, or as
Yeah.
like Independence Day, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, what's so Independence Day? Come on.
You said you don't care about the TFE, but I saw in one of the videos that you went to Duffy's church.
Yeah, his little cartoon church. His little I'm gonna go there in the fall for sure. I'm going there. I'm gonna go sit right in that church and record his sermon. You betcha.
So you do care
Care about what?
about Duffy.
I care about truth and putting pressure on him. That's what I care about.
And why do you think you going there puts a pressure on him?
Well, because I've got the facts and the proof, and he doesn't. I've recorded the firmament, which he repeats in the Bible, but he always repeats about supposed space, cartoon space. But I've actually recorded the firmament in videos and pictures. So good luck with the whole space concept. I wish them luck. I'm actually suing the Canadian Space Agency. You know that? As of right now,
I heard it in parts from Toon, but I don't know the actual story.
Yeah. I filed the papers in January.
On the base of what? What did you write there?
Conspiring a story, fraud, fakery, the harm that it's done to me over the course of my life.
Really, Mikey? The harm that space agency did to you over your life? Man, I need to see that.
And to everybody
Did
else.
you ever show this letter on your show, or?
Oh yes, I don't hide things. I'm too honest for people, for society.
No,
I don't
I just
mention.
I don't know. Can you pull it up and we talk about it, or I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know where all my might have a copy here again.
A few minutes later.
I actually do have it. There's actually this is a court case that's already been won in the States. I have the actual papers here, and the guy was rewarded $15,000. The claim of $15,000. We won twice in court in the United States already on flat Earth.
2 hours later.
I'll have to find them for another stream. I can go over them on another date, but I've got
Yeah, sure. And if you
I've got the legal notice before legal action to Lisa Campbell, 6767 whatever street that is, it's in French, in Quebec, Canada. Attention, Lisa Campbell. I, Mike Allen, is serving notice to the offense of fraud and the conspiracy of legal action to sue. You and Canadian Space Agency have been committing since the beginning. I am not in control of the conspiracy put upon me. I don't have the responsibilities of the products you have for globalism that you force onto me, and the offense that you are committing don't take part in you deceiving me. Since I was born, you have been taking away my life and freedom, the whole livelihood of nothing that we have agreed on, and why I have been induced into this behavior. The gig is up in slavery. I will not take part in this fictitious legal system, fictitious globe that you put forth onto me. Regards, my name and the phone number. And this one is basically the letter to the legal department.
I hope you understand the benefit of my video giving you the insanity straight from the guy.
Today, I would like to take to attention fraud on an enormous scale. There is clear evidence that the Canadian Space Agency is using methods to mislead the public about astronauts being on the International Space Station. During the interior ISS scenes, the use of wires, green screen, and virtual reality have been seen. Examples of this include astronauts fading in and out of the screen, green screen glitches, grabbing objects that are not there, pulling on invisible wires, getting tangled in their harnesses, and even astronauts appearing out of thin air. This begs the question, if they are really up there, why are they using Hollywood techniques to fake the footage? Next paragraph. Outside the ISS, during spacewalks, air bubbles have been recorded on numerous occasions. How is that possible for air bubbles to be present in the vacuum of space? Astronauts' helmets are filling up with water. Are they in space or underwater? The train for spacewalks under water pools with a complete ISS replica. Surely they aren't filming these spacewalks underwater.
So I find it amazing that he actually knows the reason for the bubbles in the pictures and the actual training. If the flat Earth was a secret and the space missions were fake, do you think you would get pictures of the pool and the training inside the pool and why they train in the pool? Do you even understand what a conspiracy is? If you know about it that well, it is not a conspiracy.
Underwater pool, and then editing them to appear if they are in space. Next paragraph. I'm calling on a full investigation into Canadian Space Agency fraudulent practices in use of taxpayers' dollars. It cost $413 million in 2024, the budget of the Canadian Space Agency, to run the space agency, and if they don't have a damn good explanation as why they are faking these videos.
But Mikey, do you have the evidence they are faking anything?
I would like a good explanation to where our tax money is going. And indeed, if they are faking the funk, it is our duty to expose and eliminate this fraudulent and astronomically wasteful program. I know this is true. What it is, we will do. What it is, what we will do about it. You have the platform and the ability to make a statement, or to hold a press conference, alerting the public and the federal authorities to investigate further. You have the power to start the conversation. Video evidence of everything is available to you on YouTube, of actual spacewalks and recordings of ISS interior shots. I truly hope we can get to the bottom of this. Last paragraph. Now, I hope we can get to the bottom of this. There is 100% proof they are faking space, along with every other space agency, as you can tell from the cartoon pictures I have posted with these documents are just that. CGI, computer-generated images, edited images, not real photos.
I don't believe a guy that takes pictures of stars with his cell phone can talk about CGI or how good our pictures of something are.
And I've got 4, 5, 6 pages of documents and things that have been done wrong to me and stuff like that. And
Yeah, I get the drift, but did you give them like a long list of timestamps of the videos that you think with the air bubbles and the wires and stuff that you said?
Oh, I've sent links. Yeah. And of course, I've got my own footage. Like, I don't even need to use other people's footage. I don't need to, like, they know what they're doing. I don't have to show them what they're doing wrong.
So, if you don't use other people's footage, did you go to the ISS and took pictures of bubbles? Also, you don't trust usually even your own footage. So you trust the footage of some guys that edit bubbles onto it? Maybe the footage that you are talking about on YouTube? Flat earthers always have double standard when it comes to evidence. Also, flat earthers think that courts are for science, which isn't true. Courts is about the judgment of the law, not science.
I want to show them my footage of the firmament and what actually stars look like, and they can show me what their footage of stars look like. Okay,
Right.
They're not going to have any footage. That's the problem.
So wait. Let's follow the logic. No matter the topic, but let's say some company that belongs to the government is lying to you in some way, and then you go to the same government and you ask them to judge their inner agency about lying to you. Do you think
conspiring the story is illegal?
Yes, but
thank you. That's the end of it right there. Thank you for that blank space you just left there. Because conspiring a story is illegal.
Right.
I'm finished. I don't care with this in the space government, kind of with it's in Canada, whatever it is. It's a Canada Space Agency. Okay, that's all we need to know. I don't care who it's done by, the guy down the street or the guy in the U.S. or in the UK or Australia. I don't care who it is. I'm going after them. It doesn't matter who it is. I'm going after NASA after this. So it doesn't matter. So what? I'll sue the courts. I'll sue everybody. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I'm going to sue them, whoever they are.
Which is totally fine as long as you have the money for it and you planned it and you understand it.
I'm representing myself. I don't need money. I have the fact.
There is no court fees in Canada, something that you need to pay.
I'm representing myself. We have a different system here. Thank you very much, sir.
Right, but you still need to pay for the case and the time, because if you lose
after. How do you
also
know
there is
you don't even live here in Canada? You don't even understand the Canada legal system. I don't get it.
I don't know. I'm not sure you understand the legal system at all.
I have been talking to my lawyer, okay?
So you have a lawyer or you represent yourself? Can you decide?
I have a lawyer for legal references. They're not representing me in court because I don't need a lawyer in court.
Right, but you pay the lawyer.
I don't. I know it's funded by the government, and because of my situation.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
So
I'm live, man.
did you file it? When did you file it? And when are you supposed to go to court or whatever? In what stage it is?
Pardon? Pro bono law.
No, I'm asking when we will know what is going on with this.
Ah, shit. Hold on. I gotta do something here.
He didn't give me an answer about the dates, which is a shame because I'm sure that everyone wants to know. Flat Earth Reconnaissance, the link is in the chat. You can join. So, who is this guy that just joined the panel? This guy goes by the name Sam. He is really useless yes man that you could find on any flat earth stream. He usually just sits in the panel and that is it. And when he talks, you will usually hear him say the most annoying, pointless thing with the phrase you know every few seconds because he is nervous and he doesn't know what to say all the time.
They know that. That don't know much. That don't think much.
That's why I thought about the alliance, because of course, but the alliance is something, like you said, Vika, it's like, it might be scary, but if you knew, so
They're not that stupid. They know that we're not gonna fall for that. Their bullshit.
Sam thinks the flat earth movement is really growing and he wants to get into politics using flat earth. At least this is what he is showing.
the potential to create our own new world order. This is what I believe. We have the potential. We have hundreds of millions of voters worldwide. We can be huge, but for now, of course, we have to stop.
Both Mikey and Sam think that telescopes, a machine that is designed to view distant objects, is fake, and they created some kind of telescope conspiracy idea on their own.
The drunk show wants me to again repeat why I do not think telescopes don't work. Well, you can
They
ask.
work.
You got two of them. I don't have one. I know
They don't work. They don't work with stars. With stars, with everything else, they work fine. But
What do you mean by everything else? How does the telescope know?
So yeah, I don't. What other questions you got there,
It
Sam?
was
What's happening there?
spontaneous.
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Well, he's questioning me
Yeah.
about my lawsuit.
Yeah, you just filed the lawsuit and it's going its way, no? Like there's
Yeah,
nothing to do.
yeah, it's simple. I've already filed it. It's there.
Look, I tell you something. Like I told you last time, I believe that they never got a lawsuit like this, and I believe that what can happen is that they might be scared that like hundreds of people like you will start suing them. So it's possible. It's
Yeah.
possible that it works just by that. It's possible just tell
Yeah.
you, okay, man, just
Yes.
leave us alone. Take a few grants. You just get the fuck out of here.
Sam,
Yeah.
you gave a great point. So you're suing in your name or joint lawsuit for all the people that got hurt? I try to steer the conversation to Mikey, but this is hard because Mikey is such a pushover, so we need to handle Sam.
No, he cannot. He cannot take it upon himself. I believe it's it's on his behalf. I don't think he can. But I believe that.
Yeah, because usually when people sue a company for misleading, they collect some people that got hurt from the same thing and then they go. So this is why I ask.
Yeah, well, this is a special lawsuit. It's not a regular lawsuit. You understand? The thing is that the goal is not even to win. At the end, it's just to make some noise and attract attention. This is a tactic you can use in order to make a company feel uncomfortable. Because as soon as you
So if your plan is not to win, why do you sue someone? Why do you sue the government and waste all of our time and money together?
you highlight companies wrongdoings, even though you cannot prove it or cannot go nowhere, it's still the damage is already done.
From now on, I will cut heavily Sam's opinion because he cannot form one, and in the end I will sure to school him on his
2,000 years later.
people have nothing to lose. But if there are 2,000 lawsuits, or 10,000 lawsuits, nationwide, so that might be like a problem at the end. You understand?
So,
The attacks, not on
I
the
know,
yeah.
but it is also kind of sounds like he wants to feel special.
Yeah, of course. Why not? I want to feel special. I don't want to feel like anybody else. I
Yeah.
also want to feel special.
This is
Why
why
not?
you're doing
Why
flat
not?
earth.
No.
What?
No. It's not because of this. It's because being special, makes you alive. When you're not special, you're dead.
Well, and it's so
You
stupid.
understand?
It's Sam. It's so stupid to think the way everybody else thinks. That life is freaking wonderful. We love paying taxes. We love being gouged. And why won't you? You like paying taxes, Sam?
You can feel special by saying things that are not normal, like crazy. You can be not normal by saying things that are not normal. But here we are talking about things that are normal. We're exposing truths on simple things.
Spreading misinformation on the internet is very normal, and recently not even that special.
In a world that we consider to be a world made out of lies at all levels, exposing the truth makes us special.
Yes.
You understand?
Exactly. So
Yes.
if everyone is crazy on YouTube and TikTok and whatever, it is not fun to be crazy.
We're not talking
You
about
need
TikTok
to be
and,
normal.
We're
We're not
talking
talking
about
about we're not talking about TikTok and YouTube. We're talking outside of TikTok and YouTube. We're talking government agencies, NASA, all the official establishments is crazy. Not us. We're not talking about craziness in here. We're talking about craziness all over the world. You understand?
So social media isn't crazy. I think social media also crazy.
Yes, it is true,
Some of it
especially
is,
when
but
it
not
is
all.
it is controlled and influenced by the mass media, which it is actually much being controlled and banned and censored. There's a lot of censorship, a lot of propaganda. For example, if you type flat earth on YouTube, you're gonna have like tens and hundreds of videos anti-flat earth, propaganda videos, and then you're gonna find a few videos that are for flat earth. So this proves you that social media today are not like
But right now we are talking freely, so I still believe we do have the freedom to talk over social media.
Yeah, but in a private chat, in a private chat, we are not we are not we are not here on CBS or on Fox News. We are on a private chat.
But
So in a
people
private
will
chat we
still
can talk.
see it.
Not too many people, very little people.
What do you mean? How can you not understand what YouTube is and what stream on YouTube is? Anyone can see you if he really wants to. You are not censored, you are not banned, you are free to say whatever you want, and you clearly do so on many channels. If I will say something funny right now, Simon then will even take it as a video and people will see it.
It's possible, it's possible.
The content what matters.
Exactly, the content, and to know if actually, I tell you something, like two years ago, if you had told me that, we never went to the moon, I would have thought that you're crazy, because of course we have videos, we have, the entire establishments, presidents, talk to the people on the moon. So, not to believe that you have to be, crazy if
2 hours later.
Well, why do they have to lie, and why do they have to spend so much money? And I started investigating, and you're going to see that in my first videos I also mentioned that I don't know if the earth is flat, but I'm investigating, and I'm going and the first thing I did was to check if NASA was actually lying, which which it was. And then I checked the media, and I saw that there was a big campaign of disinformation, that people were obsessed with flat earth, obsessed with denying flat earth. And I said, why? So step by step I realized that of course the earth was not a globe. But that's not the subject. But flat earth is very simple. If you start thinking a little bit, not too much, a little bit, you understand that the earth is flat.
I couldn't have said it better. If you shut down your brain and you become a brainless moron, you will understand that the earth is flat. This is the only way.
What do you do with this? This is something else. You can just don't do nothing with it. And that's why I'm saying that the true flat earther has to do more than just knowing that the earth is flat, because Mark Toon also knows that the earth is flat in order for him to lie about the earth, because if he lies about the earth, about TFE, so he knows the earth is flat. So knowing the earth is flat doesn't make you a flat earther.
Wait, but what's the funny thing in this situation? He says the same about you.
Yeah, he can say the same about you. The only difference is that we don't just deny things, deny people, deny things. We are thinkers.
Come on, dude. The delusion on you is amazing.
I tell you something. The flat earth people, you see that guy, Mikey Smith, Mikey here, that funny guy there, me, other folks, in flat earth, take a good look at us because we do represent the true new scientific community because we are talking about truth and we're exposing the true mechanisms of the earth.
Gotcha. So the fat guys that stream all day and complain about anything that they don't understand are the future of humanity.
When the official scientific community is trying to hide it and to lie about it. So these are the fake scientists with all their look and their ties and their money and their TV shows and shit. Take a good look at us because we are small guys. We don't have the budget that they have. We have not the organization that they have, but we have the truth with us. And this is our back, man. This is what we got. And this is the thing. And this is why they are so obsessed into trying to, dismantle us and to disprove us. Why? Because
this is not an opinion or a suggestion, Flat Earth. This is the facts. This is the way we see Earth with our own two eyes. So if you think you're on a spinning ball looking with your own two eyes, you're losing your marbles, man.
That's okay.
But I didn't say that.
No, I'm just saying for anybody. I'm just but the way you're talking as if we're the same as Globies. We just got information and Globies have information. No, we have the facts. They have theories. So there's a difference. You can't go to court with theories. You have to come up with some facts and some evidence. And that's what I have. The Canadian Space Agency has cartoons, okay? They're going to show up and show the videos of Flintstones. I'm going to show up and show the video of the firmament, the actual firmament.
But the court isn't about science. The court has nothing to do with science.
Excuse me, but not really, because
the
court.
Listen, we've already won twice in court, pal. They do care about science.
No. Wait a second. You're right that justice is linked to any subject, to science, to whatever, education, finance.
This is not what I said. You know that going to court is about solving justice issue, not science issues. You want to talk about science? Publish a paper about the flat earth theory and get it peer reviewed if you really care about the flat earth and not just being special. But breaking the law isn't breaking a physics law.
Okay,
you understand that? Those are different things. You're not going to jail because you broke the math of the gravity or something.
You think paying taxes is law too.
But wait a second. Here again, I think you don't understand that. Here, the point is not to put anybody in jail, and actually,
yes,
I believe
the point is to feel special. Mikey will feel special.
No, absolutely not. This is also not true. The point is not to feel special and is not to put anybody in jail. The point is to use the court system and to attract attention on a point by using the system.
Okay,
this is all. That's very simple. And I believe it's smart.
So what you're saying is, you as a person isn't able to create enough attention for yourself, so you go to court about it.
No,
this is what you said.
No. I tell you, no. Wait a second. He has a point. First of all, that is true. We're going to do whatever we can to attract attention, not on ourselves, but on the truth and on the lies of NASA and all this. This is the point. The attention, we want to bring it on the people that lie, not on the people that tell the truth, so this is first of all. But of course, we're going to use all means possible to attract attention, just the way, the other guys do.
I am not a lawyer. I don't know the law. I'm just a silly YouTube guy. But the thing he just admitted sounds like scamming the court system to me. So you will be the judge of their so-called lawsuit.
You understand?
Right. So I just want you to admit this is a tool of yours to bring people to Flat Earth.
No. We don't need people to Flat Earth. People come alone to Flat Earth. We don't need that for that. We need this to attract attention on the truth and on the lies. That's it. That's all we need. we're going to use that system. There are many other tactics we can do for this, and you're going to see that it's going to be working too. But I tell you something. Debates about the Earth being flat or not, it's like already we passed this milestone already. We know that the Earth is flat. We have more than enough evidence for this. So it's not interesting for us to debate about that point. It's interesting for you guys because you are trying to deny this. But for us, we are already thinking about organizing ourselves into huge organizations worldwide.
Guys, please tell me this isn't real. No way he really thinks he can create some political movement with the 2.5 fluffers out there.
And going and bring that whole thing at the political level. So we already past that milestone of knowing if the Earth is flat.
I want to ask a question. So Agent, you think you live on a spinning ball?
You know how he said 2 minutes ago that debates and opinion doesn't matter because truth is what matters?
So what's the truth then? Do you think you live on a ball? Is that the truth?
Objectively, we live on a ball. Yes.
How? Do you
What
know
do you
how
mean
water
by
works?
how?
Do you know how water works?
Why do you think that I came to your channel to talk with you without doing the research and hearing hundreds of videos of both of you talking and refusing to hear the other side? Do you think I can in some way do something else?
Well,
No, I came here to listen to you as people, not to debate you, not to present my evidence. I came here to understand you as people.
Yeah, but it doesn't match your name because Misinformation Agent, doesn't match what you're saying.
Since he is running away anyway from my questions, it is time to do some flat smacking on my own. I explained to Mikey before, but you need to understand it. Misinformation Agent means that my channel covers topics about people that I think that create misinformation. And because you both speak nonsense all the time and you are too stupid to understand it, you fit exactly my definition of misinformation. And they are influencers on a certain topic.
I'm not misinforming anybody. You are.
That's okay. That's okay.
Do you
that's
know?
okay.
Wait, Mikey, do you know why it is misinfo and not disinfo? I'm not blaming anyone. If I said you're creating disinformation, I would say that you're the one to fall and you're getting blamed. But I'm saying
What is it you want to know?
You have to admit that your name is a kind of confusing a little bit because this is what you're saying, but what it appears to be is that you are an agent of Misinformation Agent. It doesn't appear like you are trying to denounce Misinformation Agents.
Nobody is asking your opinion, fat ass. Also, this is Mikey's stream, so let Mikey talk and answer. Nobody is asking you. The beautiful thing on YouTube is I can do whatever the fuck I want. Okay.
Yeah, but
I
so do we.
I don't ask you. I don't ask you how to call myself. You ask me why I call myself this way. I
Yes.
explain to you. Same way as why do you don't call yourself Shmuel whatever? You
Yes.
call yourself Sam. Okay.
Yes.
I don't bug you on those details. I just use this name. I
Yes,
just
exactly.
want-
And this is exactly.
And
you're
by the
right.
way, Sam,
Yes.
Sam, why did I came? Because I saw Mikey driving on stream and I wanted to warn him this is dangerous thing to do.
Don't run with
dangerous.
scissors.
Dangerous for who?
For everyone, here's scumbag.
Dangerous
Don't
for
run
who?
for scissors with scissors. Don't eat yellow snow.
Check it out. Dangerous for who?
So
Misinformation
you
Agent.
denying the fact that you've been driving on stream?
I'll just watch the live stream on my tablet. That way I can see if it's reversed.
I don't understand what you're saying. Denying the
Go
fact.
talk to the people in Iraq and stop, terrorizing everybody. How about that?
Well,
Well,
I think you lack the intelligence to understand how dangerous you are while
So-
you
Yeah, I know.
talk and try to drive at the same time.
That's the problem with you. Yeah, you see a guy that took pictures, very very good pictures of the stars, and now you're
Yeah.
trying to invalidate those pictures by attacking him, the way he drives, the way he speaks.
No,
And so that that's all you
A
got.
norm-
What else
a
do you
no-
have?
a normal guy would say, you are right, I will never do it again on stream because I can lose my license. and I can hurt someone. This is a normal guy. The
Yeah,
way
but
he
I have
reacts
one thing to
is
say.
not
Hold on,
normal.
Sam. Hold on, Sam.
no problem,
So
but we
hold
don't
on,
care about.
Sam. Everything is being recorded, so I'm going to go back and get the transcript of when you told me of that lack of intelligence. I have a learning disability.
How about you stop driving before you hurt someone because you clearly don't understand what you're doing?
I will come after you, okay?
No,
I
you don't
will
have to
figure out how to fucking sue you
Mikey,
too.
Mikey,
Don't
we
give
don't
me
do
that
that.
shit, man. Don't talk about my fucking lack of intelligence, you piece of rat.
Mikey.
I am a human being, you know that? And I'm sorry that I'm telling you the fucking facts.
Right. So
Mikey,
relax right now.
I don't need to
Relax.
fucking relax. I'll do whatever I want. You're not my boss. And neither is anybody on this fucking live stream. Right, Sea Lightning?
Check it out.
Nobody is my fucking boss.
Okay.
Fuck off.
You pissed him off, Misinformation Agent.
Fucking nobody's gonna tell me what fucking video to delete, how to
Okay.
fucking run my fucking
So,
channel.
anyways, the way Michael,
Fucking shit.
drives, it has nothing to do with the picture. It
And
doesn't
so what if I'm
invalidate his work.
fucking gay? What if I was fucking gay? Would that fucking bother you?
Doesn't matter. It
Piece
doesn't
of
matter.
fucking rat shits.
This is.
I
this is
gave
not-
it as example for me to come here with good intentions, not
Not
the
really good. I don't
intentions.
believe you have good intentions, but it's okay. You cannot invalidate Mike's pictures by attacking him on a personal level. Okay, you can say he's fucked up, he's crazy.
Nobody
he's
can
right back.
validate
I have no
Mike's
problem. He has a funny
pictures.
voice. He's like bold. I have no problem, but that does not invalidate his work. And this is what you have to, accept: is that whatever you can say on him, it won't change the fact that his pictures are
Right.
genuine
So
and are good.
if I wanted to attack any of his work, I would say ABC, your work is not good because of. But I
That will
didn't
be-
do that. I said,
that will be an attack.
okay,
That will be an
your
attack.
work is good. Just don't drive while you do your work.
Well, I don't
This
know
is
what
all
the
I
point-
said. Don't do fingers. I need to use this video. It's not good enough for me when you
Oh.
trash yourself.
Okay, so what's the point of now you fulfilled all your points? What
Yes. Now, can you dance for me?
coming to here? Like, are you like happy of the
Yes,
answers you got? And,
I
okay.
even got 2 fluffers in one video, which
Yeah,
is
very
amazing.
good, very good, very good. I'm good for you. I saw you sometimes on the Drunk Debunk show. In the chat there. I know you're a friend with him. Very good friend with him. So maybe you can go there, and take these videos. But I tell you something. The more you're going to talk about Mike Smith, the more you're going to talk about us, the more you're going to serve us. Because don't forget something.
Yes, I'm
people
helping
are
you
watching,
grow.
People are watching us. You understand? So they can
Right,
judge between you
I
and us,
help you grow.
You should get
I
cut of
fully
it.
understand that Drunk Debunk and Tune helps you grow, and I
Yeah.
have nothing against that. If
Okay,
your
that's
information is true and legit, I give you the stage. Grow, my friend, grow.
Fair enough.
I didn't mean to ruin your show, Mike. I really came in good faith to talk to you.
Check it out, Mikey. Wait a second. You know when you have an enemy in front of you, you have to respect him because he comes, he spends his time, he's trying to destabilize you and
Dude,
everything.
I'm
and,
not
that's
your
all right.
enemy. I'm not your
uh,
enemy.
No,
This
in,
is
a,
something.
in a nice way, not maybe.
Well, you're
This is
questioning
something
my
you don't
intelligence, but you
understand.
think you live in a Spain ball. That's
Well,
bullshit.
as soon as
Remember how we talked in the beginning that people
Nope,
can
I
be
don't remember. I'm
friends
stupid. I'm
without
stupid. I don't
agreeing
remember.
on topics?
No. Wait a second.
You
We are
understand
not-
that?
No, I don't
not-
understand. I'm stupid.
No, it's not this. Wait a second. Let me
Damn.
put you back in what you're saying because you have a double language. We have to always,
Yeah.
make the difference between the truth and the lies that, when you say it. So I'm going to tell
It's
you.
not a
Well,
double language. You call it a double language because it's too much for you, for
No,
your cogniz to
See,
handle.
this is what you're doing. You're accusing and falsely, and you explaining by accusing falsely. This is a double language. You don't give us the time to explain. So I'm going to take the time to explain. People can be friends. You clearly don't want to understand the truth. Your goal here is to pretend you want to understand the truth, but the goal is to destabilize Mikey and trying by a double language to accuse us falsely by nicely. But we're not stupid. We can see through this. We are used to this. Man, we eat people like you like 10 a day every day for breakfast. So it's nothing for us. We're used to that, man. And I respect that. I respect these tactics. I respect because I understand that it's the only thing that you got.
Right. So you respect the fact that even when people talk to you nicely and bring evidence, not even talking about flat earth, just plain logic and evidence, you still act as toxic people, you still call me the enemy, and you don't take responsibility for your actions, which makes you dangerous people and disinformation guys that needs to be neutralized out of the web.
What else do you get? Can you prove that the Earth is a globe? You cannot prove it.
Sam,
Yes, I'm with you.
there are two types of, let's say, anti-FE, like you said. There are people that will attack you and attack you in the debates. I choose not to attack you, to treat you as a person and to ask my questions. This is all I did. I didn't do anything bad. I didn't personally attack anyone. And
No.
I don't know why are you so mad and
No, I'm not so
like
mad.
that.
I'm not mad. But when you say, for example, you
What
make
does
an
it
allusion.
matter if he's mad?
Wait,
He's a human
Mikey,
being. He can get mad.
Mikey,
What?
wait. Let me talk to the man.
Don't get mad.
When you make an allusion to
touch your
flat Earth as being a
fingernails.
cult, like
Fuck.
in a nice way,
You like everybody in the Singapore.
Mikey, wait.
Dude, if I made an illusion, I
Yeah.
wouldn't enter this call with my name, with my actual channel, that people can find me and know me. I would change my voice. I would
Why?
give myself another name,
Why?
but I'm coming as the misinformation agent to ask you what you think. And I didn't hide it.
No problem. Again, I'm talking about you making an allusion in a nice way of the fact that the flat Earth might be a cult, and you insert that in a sentence like this, and many times you insert like false statements within logical statements, and this is a tactic to destabilize people and to make believe that it's a stage.
Did you say? I didn't say that. Do you think flat Earth is a cult?
No, you said that before.
When did I say that?
Well, make rewind. You're gonna see that.
I can pull up. I can pull up a transcribe of this chat right now. I didn't say.
Yes, as
but
a cult.
let's
You
say it
confirm-
right now.
Yes.
Right now, I'm asking you. Do you
Yes.
think flat Earth is a cult?
Of course not. I cannot think this because I belong to Flat Earth movement, and I cannot be a cult because we are thinkers. Cult, people in cults don't think; they act according to what a guru tells them. And for us, the NASA is your guru because you believe all the pictures they tell us.
But cults can be decentralized, and you have few leaders like Dave Weiss that you like and appreciate.
Them here because actually, yes, David, Mark are what I consider to be like veterans. They are prominent figures of Flat Earth.
There you go.
And they
Veteran.
deserve it because
How about
everything they've done so far cannot be taken away from them. I always say that because they worked very hard to prove Flat Earth. And again, they're one of the reasons why I joined Flat Earth.
So who is sucking off his cult leaders in this video? I can't recognize him. Can you?
But we are at the opposite of a cult because we are thinkers, we are different people, we don't agree,
Can
one with
you
another.
show
There's
me
a lot of-
where do you act as a thinker?
I have 91 videos that can prove you how I think, and I had highlight things with pure logic.
No, but can you give me a certain example which you thought otherwise from other flat earthers and they didn't agree with you?
Okay, I tell you something. For example, some flat earthers believe that dragons did exist. I don't believe they existed. I don't agree with them. They believe that there are giants, living on Earth, maybe behind the ice wall. I don't really believe it. So we have different.
This is
opinions.
not an example about flat earth. You need to
course.
make a claim that you did and back up about flat earth in
So
which
we-
you don't agree with the other ones.
But that's what I told you.
For
flat-
example, is the flat plane has an ending?
So I tell you something. I believe he had many endings.
I did a mistake here. I meant an edge, but what are many endings mean?
Because not only do we know this, geographically, but also in our ancient books, which I happen to believe in. So we know that the Earth, according to these books, is actually the dry part above the waters. That is lit This is what we call the Earth in our ancient books.
Okay, so what Mikey says, what he believes.
When you see the map behind it, this is what he believes. This is the model.
Do you subscribe to the map behind you?
It's the only thing we got. I can't go high enough to see it.
That's the only thing that makes sense according
But
to the.
do you think that people that navigate, people that I don't know, even that you are driving, you are using this map?
Well, I
Do you
definitely
think
don't use
the
gold when
app
I'm
on your
driving.
phone uses this general map with no scale?
Because I have an accent doesn't mean I'm freaking
the pilots do the Air Force pilots too. The NASA does. So we know we have documents. And anyways,
I gave him a second to display his flutter script of lies, but now I will try to expose him using a logical example of how stuff work.
it's proving that the Earth,
Sam, let me help you in a way that you understand.
Oh,
When
okay, so I
Yemen
don't understand. So I don't understand,
When
and I
he-
need your help. Okay, I don't agree. I don't need your help, and I understand. But go ahead, keep on saying what you have to say. I just want to
When
make a point.
Yemen sends a ballistic rocket on your country, do you think they use the flat EE map?
But do you think they use the globe?
Are they adjusting for
course.
curvature?
Are they adjusting for curvature? Do the plane adjust for curvature?
No, the rocket doesn't adjust for curvature. No.
Exactly,
not?
because there is none.
Why not?
This guy's
Even a sniper should adjust for curvature.
The sniper is adjusting for the rotation of the Earth, not the curve of the Earth. This is how badly they understand physics.
According to the
Because the ballistic
ding.
rocket uses, the balance of the forces around it to reach the destination, which it gets, I don't know, by a
Wait a
GPS location. I want to put once and for all the pitch data claims of flat earthers to bed. This is a free body diagram which represents the forces around the plane or around the rocket. If all the forces are equal on the sides, it means the plane doesn't move or the object doesn't move. But if we have a bigger thrust than our drag, we move to the side, right? Or we have a bigger lift force from our engines, which is bigger than the weight of the plane, we can move up. And this is how things work. Doesn't matter the pitch data, it doesn't matter what sort of surface the plane is flying over or the rocket. What matters per minute, per second, whatever, is the actual forces acting upon the object. And therefore I call it balance of the forces, because anyone can understand that something isn't in balance, it is moving.
Wait a second. The balance of the forces? What is the balance of the forces?
Any object moves and influences by the movement of the balance of the forces.
Balance of the forces.
Yes. It is same way that you don't understand why plane flies the certain way.
I think you're drowning in some kind of a gibberish bullshit. Because the balance of the forces doesn't mean nothing. It's just an invention, a term. It doesn't mean nothing. I'm sorry to tell you, it doesn't exist, doesn't mean nothing. The balance of the forces, what is it?
You are right. It was too complicated for your delicate mind to hear.
You are look, but hey, I tell you something. If it's so complicated for us, and if it's so easy for you to understand,
right?
You should make a video, and you should convince some 2 billion flat earthers now that believe that the Earth is flat. You should save us. You don't need now to. Okay, we're stupid. You're smart. You know the truth, but you don't need to convince us.
Right.
That makes sense to you?
Right.
Do you think people that are watching us are going to believe that?
Sam.
Agent.
You said there is no point of debate. Therefore, I don't open the topics that are.
Yeah, go ahead. You don't open the topics.
Mikey, you're a funny guy, Okay, this is why I like
I
you.
know
You
I'm
make
funny.
funny faces.
Yeah.
I like your funny faces. That's a good thumbnail. Okay, can you do it a bit longer? I
You
need a
want a
good
thumbnail?
thumbnail.
Here's your thumbnail.
Well, that's all you're gonna get. This is all you're gonna get. You understand? Right? Look
That's
at
all I need. I
look,
already established all the parts that I need.
yeah,
Right
yeah,
now,
but
I'm just having fun.
we also need you to say something like the balance of the forces,
Fucking
because this is
hilarious.
going to be maybe a good title for the for next video, the balance of the forces for Misinformation Agent. And we're gonna we can you're not scared to become ridiculous with all this shit. Come on, man. Misinformation, you sound like a smart guy. You should come up with
No, it
better-
Right, right. So what do you expect
I
me
don't
to
know.
teach you physics in 1
No,
minute?
we don't want you to teach us anything because you are incapable of teaching us, since you believe that the water can be curved.
Right. So if
This
I
is
don't
madness.
know physics and you don't know physics, so why are we talking about physics?
I know physics and I know logic and I know what makes sense and what's crazy and what's stupid. I can recognize this, from life experience. I don't have to have a degree for that. This is like life experience. We can recognize bullshit.
Yeah,
from bullshit.
I heard all about your life experience. I'm sure
Oh,
it
that's
was
very
great
good.
and stuff.
Very good.
Intelligence, because I have
I'm
an
very
accent.
happy you did. I think you're living in some kind of a delusional world. I don't know if you guys like use some drugs like metal, crystal meth.
How about that for toxic sort of people blaming other people for use of drugs? And not just me, he blames many creators.
Methamphetamines or something like this.
Whoa.
You use some drugs?
Do you think
Because I don't understand.
do you think flat earthers need drugs?
No, we don't. The
I'm
truth is
high
that,
on
bro.
life, baby. Woo!
True. You're high on life.
Exactly. Truth is our drug. The truth is very, very. It's gonna make you feel that you're alive again. You should try it sometimes.
Right. You get high on feeling special.
Exactly. You get high on lying, but
so
it's better
yes.
first.
Oh, you feel special.
No, hey, check it out.
Dude,
Misinformation.
Mikey,
If
you
want
don't
to-
need to make a clown out of yourself. You understand that?
I'm not.
I agree. I agree with. I agree
Is
with
that
him.
a problem for you?
I agree with you.
No,
But-
you can act like a normal person. We are just having a normal discussion. There
Define
is no
normal.
need to clown yourself up so people will use it. Don't do it.
The thing is that you can use whatever you want. And actually you should know something, that people that have certain abilities to discover certain things, most of the times they're they're a little eccentric. A lot of people that discovered things in science were not like accepted by most of the community. You need like crazy people to find like crazy stuff. So it doesn't matter if whatever you can think about Mikey. I also agree with you that he shouldn't do whatever he does, but that's his style, and for me it's not important. His style is not important. What's important?
What's the matter? Oh, you were finished. Oh, well, allow me to retort. What does Marcellus Wallace look like? What? What country you from? What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English and what? What? English, motherfucker! Do you speak it? Yes. Then you know what I'm saying. Yes. Describe what Marcellus Wallace looks like. What? Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time.
But anyways, it's nice to talk to you.
Anyways,
another shot.
Sam,
Yeah, go ahead.
Sam, when
Yes,
you
man.
answer a question, try to
Yes.
keep on point. And in English, you don't need to say every 5 seconds. Because
okay.
I know. Please don't say every 5 seconds. If you ever watch your video back, it pisses people off.
Oh,
And it
really?
sounds
You know
stupid
what?
as fuck.
In that case, those people should not see my videos, and they should get the fuck off my channel, because if I piss them off and if it's not good for them, there's a lot of channels. They can,
I'm giving you a tip for
So-
life, how
yes.
to talk on
Yeah.
point and not to stray away from the question, which is
I-
more interesting to people, because if you
such an agent, it's not even funny.
I appreciate your advice, but I appreciate your advice, but thank you for it. But I don't need it. I know what I'm doing. I have my style. People that want to hear what I have to say, they can hear it. People that don't want, it doesn't matter. The form is not important for us. The content is important.
What content? I just wasted 1 hour on you saying nothing, but
Okay, my friend, check it out. I have another podcast. I have to go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave. We can talk anytime we want.
Where do you
Where
have
are
a
you?
podcast? I will join you.
To the
No, it's a secret.
Vika Dravis podcast.
Ah, the vampire?
No.
The vampire looking guy?
He's not a vampire. You see.
Obviously, Viku is one of my future videos to come, and this guy looks exactly like a vampire, and specifically like Blade, and this will be the topic, and you will see it soon.
Now
He's a
now you-
vampire!
Okay, goodbye. Thank you. Nice to talk to you.
He's a
Bye-bye.
vampire!
Okay,
Viku
Mikey.
is a vampire.
Thanks.
Bye, Mikey.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.
I had great fun filming for this video. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope I will see you in the next one. Please check the video that I added here to watch next.